So let's observe this experiment. So what do we have? We have a potato and we have petri dish, and in petri dish here is the water with the sugar. So this solution in petri dish is basically made of water and sugar. Here we can actually choose the concentration. So let's say that you have 25% sugar, so you will have 75% of water. So here now in petri dish, this blue thing here, you have 75% water and 25% sugar. Now inside the potato, that you can see, we will put that we have also a solution made of sugar and water, but in this case now we have only 10% of sugar and 90% of water. I will put this nail just to label concentration, the level of solution that we have inside of potato, and let's observe what will happen. So if you notice, I'll use my second nail just to prove that you see the difference. So if you notice, the concentration of solution inside of potato decrease, which is meaning that it moves out to petri dish. Why? Because if you notice here, inside of potato we had 90% of water and 10% of sugar. And outside, here in petri dish, we had 75% of water and 25% of sugar, which is meaning inside of potato was more water than outside of potato. And this process, this movement from higher to lower concentration, when water is moving from higher to lower concentration, it's called osmosis. So osmosis is movement of water molecules from higher to lower concentration. So basically, what will happen with the red blood cells if you put them in three different solutions? So the first one is hypertonic solution. It's meaning hypertonic solution is solution that has more solute than water. That will be meaning, for example, if you have sugar and water, that will mean that you have, let's say, 70% sugar and 30% of water. So because the concentration of water is higher inside of the red blood cells than the outside cell, something that will happen, these red blood cells will start losing water, which is meaning that water will start moving because of osmosis from higher to lower concentration, because inside of the cell is high concentration of water and outside of cell is low, so the water will go from inside to out. What that this situation mean for red blood cells? It actually mean that they will shrink, and of course that's not good for them, because then they cannot perform their function, and basically because they will shrink, this process we called plasmolysis. Then the second situation that can happen if you put for example, red blood cells in isotonic solution. Isotonic solution has, let's say, the equal amount of solute and solvent. So for example, if you have sugar and water, this will be meaning that you have 50% sugar and 50% water. So if you put red blood cell in this kind of solution like isotonic, nothing will happen, so the cell will stay the same. And the third type of solution, it's called hypotonic solution. This solution actually contains more water than solute. So what that means, for example, if you have sugar and water, that will mean that you have, let's say, 70% water and 30% sugar. So in this case, something that will happen is that because osmosis is movement of water from higher to lower concentration, so because the higher concentration of water is outside of the red blood cell than inside, the water will start moving in. This moving in of water will cause that red blood cells will start increasing in size, and the end will burst, like explode. This kind of process we called cytolysis.